I want to do a video here of the Fender Fuse system that comes along with the Mustang 1, 2, 3 amplifiers. I did a video on the Fender Mustang 1. This is one of the software packets that come with the Fender Mustang. Very nice. Comes on a CD-ROM like this here, and you load it. It has the Fender Fuse, which you see on the screen. It also has Ableton Lite, which is a recording software, and also an IK Amplitude software that has a bunch of stomp boxes on it. So it's really a very comprehensive package of stuff that you get for a very low price for these Mustang 1, 2, and 3 amps. They even got a Mustang 5 coming out, and that's going to be a very big amp, kind of like a Marshall amp with just the head and a cabinet, a 412 cabinet, so be quite an amp. So they're really trying to step up their game there with amp modeling type equipment and software that goes along with it. This kind of is reminiscent of the gearbox with line 6, where it's the interfaces, you see what you get, you know, type of thing. And so this plugs right into the amplifier, into the Mustang 1, 2, and 3 via a USB port, and it interfaces with it. And so whatever you do on the screen here changes over onto the amp immediately, and the setting just goes right along with it. So it's really cool. Even that switch works. You can adjust your volumes and so forth, treble, mid, bass. You can add 4 stomp boxes and or modulation. You can add it. You can add a delay over here. Delay. You can add here. I guess it would go here. Yeah. So reverb effect. Okay, so you can add up to 4 different items, and you can step on them to turn them on or off. Then also you can adjust the levels on them. Over here they show you the actual percentage of change that occurs on the different stomp box. You can change the colors of each of the stomp boxes to a certain configuration that you like. And then of course you can save all this settings, whatever you set up here or on one of these stomp boxes, whatever amp you select, you can save them and onto your computers and access them, and then load it back into your amplifier. So really you have a endless supply of effects and presets that you can save for your amp, because it's all loaded into your computer. So you can see then you have different amps you can select right here. Deluxe reverb amp, and of course you can see what it looks like there. Excuse me, I hit the wrong button. So the different amps there. Deluxe reverb, a basement amp, shows you what it looks like, you know. Then you can adjust the settings up there. These are the older Tweed models that they used to have. They even got Vox modulations, you know, the simulations, I should say, that sound pretty good. I really like the sound. I can't do both. I can't play and show you this at the same time, so you're just going to have to fool with it yourself. But whatever you do here, it affects the amp. Then you can save it right there with the save button up there, and then you name it, whatever it is you do to adjust it, whatever you add, then you just save it as a name, and I'll show you where it saves it at. It's called a media library. So they got British amps. They got it looks like a 5150 type amp. They're a real big monster amp simulation. If you've ever heard these little Fender amps, you know that they can sound really huge. A metal amp, not sure which one that is, but they're big. They sound big. Okay, and so it's got a lot of different settings, amp modeling, I should say. So that's kind of cool. It also has before and after effects. You can either put the effects before or after the sound, and so you click over here and you can put a modulation device, okay, a phaser. This is happens to be a sine course phaser. Of course, you can adjust it. It's seen right there as to what percentage of modulation you're doing, and it looks like they have different types. They have tremolo, step filter, phaser, pitch shifter, which should be interesting. I didn't even know it had that. So it has all those things that you can do afterwards. It looks like you can add a couple of different things. A delay, so a delay unit, and then a reverb unit that you can add afterwards there. Okay, and I'm not sure. I don't see any adjustment. So anyway, you can do that, and to remove anything, all you have to do is exit out and it will disappear. Okay, you can also log into the internet here. You can see it trying to connect right now. I've already logged in. I got a username and all that. Actually, what I've done is it's better to go ahead and let me go ahead and log this in here. And try to log in again. Now I'm logged in. If you notice here, the light turned green. It was red on the bottom right, and I'm logged into the community there of that has a myriad of presets in there and jam loop tracks that you can access, download, save, and utilize for your Fender Fuse system here. So I'm logged in there. It has a community button. I don't want to go into that, but basically it's just a whole bunch of more information, more goodies to download, chat rooms, all that kind of stuff. So that pretty much is how it looks in this window here. If I hit the media library button up here, the top right, you'll see that it opens up, and here's the media library, and you have two sections, this section and then this section. This one is called presets, so all the presets that you save and then you name them, they show up here. So you can save them here, and you can save hundreds, thousands of them. These are jam tracks, okay, or band tracks they call them, and you can get them off the website, and you save them, and then you can access them and play along with all these different jam tracks. And they have all kinds of genres of styles of music that you can download. And so so that's what this area is here. Goes back. This is the amp. This is what is saved on the amp right now. Okay, these are all the settings that the amp saves. Of course, there's a total of 324 of these that you can have, and I think only 16 of them though you can save. So you can save 16 different ones permanently on, semi-permanently, I guess, on the amp, so that you can have them there and change them at any time. So you get tired of one, you can replace it, or you're going to play a certain kind of music, you want to download a certain type and then take it with you, and then vice versa. If you got a laptop, you can take it with you, I guess. I imagine, yeah. So anyway, you have that, and then so that's what's on the amp itself. That's what's saved. Then you can go to web, and that's the next button. We went to computer, amp, and then web. And here's all your presets that they have. This is connected now to the internet of all the different amp presets that they have at the Fender website. And of course, there's several pages of this, and you can see it's in alphabetical order, and there's tons of them. So you can anything you can imagine. Also, same exact thing with the band tracks. There's a ton of band tracks that you can download from there that are accessible here, and also there's a bunch of pages of those. So to download, I don't even know who this is, but I'll go ahead and download it. It says download band track. You right click on the one you like, and it pops up and says download, and then a little screen's going to open up here, and you can see it downloading the band track. Okay, cool. So it just downloaded that one from their website. Now I click that button, actually not that button, then I go back to my computer. That was from the web. Now I'm going to go look on my computer, and there it is. That's the last one I just downloaded. Okay, so now what I can do is I get out of, this is looking into my folder here, go back into the amp section. You toggle back and forth from the media to the amp, section here. It says media library. Click on it, and then actually what I want to do then is that new one that I just downloaded. I went back to here, and then I say load it. Oh, that's right, you got to load it. So you load it in, and so now that's loaded in as it shows up here now in this screen, and then it's a jam track, and all you do is hit start, and you can hear it sound like a drummer. Okay, so heavy metal, speed metal, whatever. I mean, that's just one of thousands of them, that basically are on there. So anyway, so you can basically look at the name of the band track by hitting band there. So while this, let me get a better one than that, because that one, let's do this cool phase. So I'm going to load that, right click, load band. Okay. Now I load the band track, I go back into my screen, there's the cool phase, so you start that, okay, and that's a jam track. It's kind of a funky thing going on. And so anyway, now I'm plugged into my amp. I can play along with it, okay, I'm plugged in as a Fender Deluxe, and I can kind of jam along with it. And then, you can change this stuff on the fly. I want more, well, actually, I want another amp, so let's see about that. Let's go ahead and put a Vox on there. Let's take that off. Let's get it straight. See, and then you can just adjust your treble, whatever you want. You can see the big difference that made. I can turn the volume down. Okay? Let's make this a little bit more clean. Add some middle. So that's one example. I mean, there's, like I said, there's several amps that you can use. Big metal. Again, they sound big. Of course, they don't go along with funk, but I'm just showing you how the different amps that you can select. So then when you want that to stop, you just hit stop, okay, so you don't have the looper anymore. So that's kind of a nice feature that it has, that it's able to do those types of things through your computer. You play, adjust, you get a sound that you like, get a stomp box that you like, and setting, and you can change the colors of it, and go on your merry way. And so there's a lot of different things you can do here. So anyway, that's pretty much how the Fender Fuse works, and how you interface with your own amp. And it's a great tool, and it comes along with some recording software, Ableton recording software, and another software from IK Media that supplies a lot of stomp box and sound effects like that. So for the price, you can't beat this little amp. Like I said, they got an 8-inch model, 8-inch speaker model that's 20 watts. They got a 12-inch speaker model that